Welcome to the deep dive. We sort through stacks of sources, find those really potent insights, and basically cut through the noise so you can get genuinely well informed. Today, we're diving into an idea that, well, at first it sounds like a complete contradiction, but actually it holds a really profound truth about building anything that lasts. I'm talking about Seth Godin's statement. Rome was built in a day. Now, just pause on that for a second. Rome, the city, the empire, enduring structures, millennia of history. How could something that huge possibly be built in just 24 hours? Seems impossible, right? But this paradox, it's like a master key. It helps unlock how we build character, strong relationships, meaningful lives. So our mission here is to really unpack this. We've got insights from all over daily philosophy, thinkers like Godin, Alton Brown, Wim Hof, Ryan Holiday.
And ancient wisdom, too, right? Marcus Aurelius, Erasmus.
Exactly. Chesterton, Anna Sewell, even Buddhist teachings. We're going to pull out practical wisdom, stuff you can actually use stone by stone in your own life.
Yeah, and show how this simple metaphor is fundamental for growth, for resilience, both personally and, even societally.
It's not just a neat phrase. It's about understanding that true creation, whether it's like an empire or just your own character, it's rarely one big bang.
It's more of a daily thing, iterative, how you show up day after day, small stuff.
Okay, so let's get into this core idea from Seth Godin. He clarifies, obviously, Rome wasn't finished in a day. Of course not. It's still not finished.
Right.
But he says, as soon as the brothers announced that this is Rome, there it was, built but incomplete. That first step, that declaration, that's the start.
And that's the fascinating bit, isn't it? The emphasis on just starting, declaring it.
Yeah.
We usually wait until something's done to say it's built, but Godin flips that. He argues the work after that moment that became the tireless, recursive, and repeated effort to improve the system and grow the community.
Making it better, not done.
Exactly. Better, not done. The identity, the intention that comes right at the beginning, long before it looks like the finished article.
So, for you listening, the takeaway here is that creation starts with deciding, not finishing. What's the personal Rome you're ready to just declare today?
Could be anything.
Yeah.
A habit, a relationship goal.
Right. And thinking better, not done, how does that change how you approach that first step? Knowing it's ongoing. Okay, so we've got the power of starting, of declaring a Rome, but what about the foundations? What are those first essential stones?
Yeah, what makes it last?
Well, Alton Brown offers something surprisingly relevant right now. He says, when the going gets tough, when tempers flare, courtesy should be upheld.
Even when society feels like it's unraveling.
Especially then. And he really stresses this. Especially true when one is not getting one's way.
That's the kicker, isn't it? It's easy to be polite when things are easy.
Totally.
But real character, the sort of structural integrity of your personal Rome, that shows up when there's friction. When you don't get your way, that's the test.
What do you think stops people when things get heated?
Well, it's that fight or flight thing, isn't it? You want to lash out or just retreat. It feels easier.
But this isn't just about being passively polite, is it? There's this powerful line from Anna Sewell, too.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
She says, my doctrine is this, that if we see cruelty or wrong, that we have the power to stop and do nothing, we make ourselves sharer in the guilt.
Wow. Okay, so that takes it way beyond just manners.
Right, it's active.
It's an active moral choice. Responding with grace, yes, but also stepping in against harm. That's a really strong foundation stone for your integrity, your family, your community.
It turns courtesy into this active force, like rebar in the concrete you said earlier.
Exactly. So the challenge becomes, how many of those stones of civility are you laying each day?
Yeah.
Even in small, annoying moments.
Consciously choosing that integrity,
Yeah.
especially when it's hard. Okay, foundations are down.
Yeah.
Civility. Now, strengthening the walls, making them tough. And this is where it gets really interesting, kind of paradoxical. It reminds me of G.K. Chesterton. His lines like, to love means loving the unlovable. To forgive means pardoning the unpardonable.
Faith means believing the unbelievable. Hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless. Yeah, it's counterintuitive stuff.
Totally. But it points to this idea that our biggest strengths come from tackling the hard things, the stuff that seems impossible.
Absolutely. And that connects directly to someone like Wim Hof, right? His whole philosophy. Make the mind your best friend. Sacrifice comfort.
Get uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortable situations strengthen the mind. It's like working a muscle. It needs resistance to grow. The gains aren't just toughness. It's like a deeper capability you unlock.
And it's not about looking for suffering, obviously, but recognizing its role. The Daily Stoic puts it really well.
How so?
They say something like, the world is tough, things go wrong, we suffer. We shouldn't be afraid of that, though. That fear, that doubt, that's what holds you back.
Right, it's about knowing you can handle it.
Exactly. Know that you've got the stuff. Focus on what you control. You have the strength. Finding that inner belief.
So connecting that back. Just like muscles need resistance, character grows through challenges, not by dodging them forever. Rome wasn't built for comfort. It was built to last.
Its strength came from adapting, overcoming.
Yeah. So for you listening, what clicks about turning fear into fuel? Embracing the uncomfortable to build that inner strength.
Right. Strong foundations, strengthening walls. But Rome needs resources. How we use them is crucial. And Erasmus gives this perspective that sounds kind of wild today.
Yeah, what do you say?
He said, when I have a little money, I buy books. And if I have any left, I buy food and clothes.
Books before food and clothes, wow.
Right. Bold move.
But that's a perfect example of investment thinking versus just expense thinking. He was buying paper. He was investing in knowledge, intellectual capital.
Something that pays off long term.
Exactly. Marcus Aurelius learned something similar from his great-grandfather, remember? Hire good private teachers, accept the cost as money well spent.
They saw the compounding return.
Right. And the Daily Dad gives modern examples, things that maybe hit closer to home for people listening. Like,
a Spanish tutor for the kids, piano lessons, a museum pass, maybe driving further for a better school, private tuition.
even one parent working less to homeschool. These things cost. Real money, real time, real sacrifice.
Yeah, they're not trivial.
But the reframe is key.
Yeah.
These aren't just expenses draining your account. They're investments in knowledge, education, the future.
And it's not just money, right? It's time, effort.
Absolutely. That time you choose patience instead of snapping. That book you read. That hour you spend practicing a skill. All investments in your Rome. The future payoff is way bigger than the immediate cost.
So how do you view those costs of your own growth? Time learning, patience with someone difficult, effort on a new habit. Are they just expenses? Or investments in your future Rome? Okay, so we're investing strategically, building. Now there's this great anonymous quote. Direction is so much more important than speed. Many are going nowhere fast.
Oof. Yeah, that cuts deep, especially today.
Doesn't it? Our culture is obsessed with speed. Quick results, going viral, faster, more, now.
It's a really powerful counter message. Because what does progress actually look like when you're building something meant to last, like Rome?
Right.
The source uses another line, no matter how slow you go, you are still lapping everybody on the couch.
Ah. Yeah.
It just highlights that consistent, purposeful movement, even if it feels tiny, is the key. Laying one stone intentionally is better than just sprinting around randomly.
Think about chasing trends versus, say, 15 minutes a day focused on one core skill.
Exactly. That 15 minutes feels slow, maybe, but you're actually building your Rome. You're moving forward.
And this steady, purposeful movement, Ralph Waldo Emerson captures it beautifully. He said, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year.
Which sounds overly optimistic, maybe?
A little, yeah, but I don't think it's about pretending every day is like sunshine and rainbows. I was thinking about this. Maybe best means most opportune.
I like that. That's a great way to put it. Because today is the only day you can actually lay a stone.
Right. Yesterday's done. Tomorrow's just an idea.
Today is where the work happens. The only canvas you have right now.
So are you just rushing? Or are you making sure your daily steps are actually moving you in the right direction? Are you obsessed with being done or embracing the daily work?
Because even the slowest step forward is still progress if it's pointed the right way. Adds to the structure.
Okay, so to bring all these pieces together, the foundation, the walls, the resources, the direction, what holds it all together? What's the mortar for our Rome?
Good question.
We end with this really profound wisdom from Buddhism. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. This is the ancient and eternal law.
That might seem like a big leap from building cities to, well, love.
A little, yeah. But is it?
No, I think you're right. It's actually intensely practical. Think about Rome. Historically, it lasted because it found ways to integrate people, to create systems of unity, not just perpetual internal conflict.
It absorbed and unified rather than just fighting constantly.
Exactly. It healed itself, in a way. That ancient law. It's like a blueprint for resilience, personal or societal.
And this idea of active, unifying love, It ties back perfectly to that other reminder we found. Your beliefs don't make you a better person, your behavior does.
Yes. Back to action. Daily choices.
You hit it right there. Character isn't just good intentions, it's those repeated choices.
And relationships aren't grand gestures, they're consistent kindness.
Communities aren't just shared opinions, they're that shared commitment to treating each other with dignity, especially when we disagree.
That's the stuff that holds it all together. The strongest mortar there is.
So think about how choosing love, choosing courtesy, choosing dignity, especially when it's hard, how that's the most powerful binding agent for the Rome you're building.
Whether that's your inner self, your family, your community, it's the ancient stuff that makes things last.
Yeah.
Hashtag, outro.
So we've really dug into this paradox today. Rome was built in a day. And what we found is that, yeah, like Rome, your character, your relationships, your life, they're still being built.
Always under construction.
And every single day, every choice is a chance to add another stone.
The sources frame it so simply, don't they? Today is Dia 255. Tomorrow will be day 256. Just counting the days of effort.
It's not a race. It's this ongoing journey of building, improving, a marathon of consistent effort. Every step counts.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe a final thought to take with you. Building something truly meaningful, something that lasts, it's never actually finished, but it can always be continued.
That tireless, recursive effort.
That's where the burden is, maybe, but also the beauty of it all. So what small, consistent step will you take today to build your Rome?
Knowing the stones are there, waiting, the direction's clear, even if the final shape is still way off in the distance.